Hello, welcome to Kevlar's Quest, the Modern Life podcast. I'm Kevin Ejizi. Today's quest is peace over pressure, screening for real and lasting connections with women. Peace over pressure, screening for real and lasting connections with women. Dating today can feel like navigating a maze. There's excitement, possibility, and sometimes confusion. That's why it's important to be intentional, especially before things get serious. Too often, people jump into relationship without asking the right questions or noticing the early signs. And when that happens, they risk ending up in situations that are stressful, draining, or even harmful. Now, here's the truth. Attraction and character both matter. You want to be with someone who is genuinely into you and who handles emotions in a calm, respectful way. That combination makes everything easier. But how do you figure out early on? Think of dating like a job interview. Employers ask tough questions to see how applicants respond. They might say, "This job requires working weekends. Is that okay?" Even if weekends aren't part of the job, the question helps reveal the person's attitude. Someone who really wants the job might say, "Sure, I can do that," or "I usually don't, but I care about this company, so I'll make it work." That shows interest and flexibility. But someone who gets angry or offended by that question, that's a red flag. It's not about the weekend, it's about how they handle being challenged. If they act like they are doing the company a favor just by showing up, that's a sign of arrogance. And if they had better options, they probably prefer to be somewhere else and not with that company. It's also like that in relationships. In relationships, it's the same idea. You want to know how someone handles discomfort, compromise, and boundaries. If they are quick to argue or act out, that's not someone you want to build a life with. Everyone has values, and that's fine, but values come with trade-offs. What do I mean by trade-offs? You need to compromise with other people's values also. Especially sometimes, it may not be every time, but most of the time, because you're in a relationship, you have to also consider the other person's values, not only your own. If someone refuses to bend even a little, they might miss out on something good. One way to get a sense of someone's interest and personality is to ask for something small, something that might feel a little vulnerable. For example, asking for a photo before a date. If someone is genuinely attracted to you and open to a deeper connection, they will usually respond warmly. Maybe they'll send a friendly message, a playful note, or even say, "I don't usually do this, but you seem trustworthy." That shows interest and emotional intelligence. But if someone reacts with outrage or judgment, calling you disrespectful or questioning your intentions, that's a sign to pause. It's not just about the request, it's about how they handle being uncomfortable. If they explode over something small, imagine what happens when real challenges come up. That kind of reaction tells you they are not just uninterested, they might also be quick to punish or control, and that's not something you want to deal with long term. If you get a strong negative reaction early on, don't argue or try to change their mind. Just thank them for their time and move on. It's better to learn this now than after you've invested your energy, money, or emotions. Think of it as a favor they've shown you. By doing that, it doesn't make things complicated because you've not even invested. There are many ways to get a sense of someone's interest and character. This is just one example. The goal isn't to trick anyone, it's to gather honest signals before you dive in. That way, you can make smarter choices about who you spend your time with and avoid relationships that drain you. In the end, it's about protecting your peace and making sure your time and energy go towards people who truly value you. That's a win for everyone. So, that's why whenever you go into a relationship, you should play your card like this that I've just explained. Because if you don't do that, you end up saying that somebody is bad, whereas the person showed you their behavior or what their character is all about early on, but you failed to see it or you failed to screen it out and see it and know whether it is what you want or what you don't want. people usually show their character because most people don't change. No matter how they try to hide it, when you do tests like this or screen them, like with this example I give you, by the time you do it the first time, do it the second time, and even the third time, you get to know the type of person that they are, especially when you've been sacrificing for the person. So with this, you find out who a person is early on without wasting your time, just by trying this little test, because people usually show who they are by little things that they do. Okay, that's our quest for today. Please subscribe, like, and share. Someone out there needs to hear this message. Maybe someone like you. Let's spread strength and clarity to those navigating this journey. We'll talk more in future episodes. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening and take care.